Hello everybody, my name is Azata, and today I want to show you this awesome sound design technique of taking something from the real world, popping it into your computer, and coming out with a bass. So this sound is what I started with, and got this bass. So this sound is actually something I recorded with my phone. You can see these are the original files. I had some downtime at work, so I took my phone, started recording anything I could get my hands on, such as it's like a squeaky chair or something. This was the gaff tape that I had torn out of the carpet, which is what I got this, and then like hitting plastic and stuff like that. But this is the one that stood out to me the most, and I really liked that it had like a growl like quality to it that already. So I took this sound, made its own little clip, and popped it into Serum. And I got this sound. So I made a LFO in a little growl shape, threw it on the LFO and on mirror. It sounded the best in my opinion. So I then got this after I pitched it down. Non-pitched. Pitched. So I just like that better. Got the more bubbly kind of sound. Then I threw on a high pass filter with a peak. Found some settings that sounded really nice and got this. Definitely got that more talky kind of feel to it. Then I added some distortion, modulating the distortion. So at the top of the peak, it's most intense. I threw on some notches to add some more movement. Oh, here we go. Some more character out of that. And then I like to throw on flangers, choruses, delays, phasers, things like that to add more movement and that like not so dry kind of sound to my basses. So I added a flanger, modulating the depth a little bit. I threw on a multi-band compressor to bring everything up a bit. I threw on a delay, a short delay, and mixed it in just a little bit to give it kind of overall thing a kind of metallic sound. Then I threw on a chorus and modulated the depth and the low pass filter so that at the top of the growl, it's getting more of the highs into the chorus and then cutting back. And then a hyper dimension to just add some width along with the unison that I already have on there and the sub, modulating that to move along with the sound. So I took that and got... Oh, right. I also, this is something I've really enjoyed lately. Taking an LFO and adding it to the master tune. So that is modulating the tone all across the whole growl by 6 semitones. So at the front of the growl, it goes up 6, back down, and then towards the end, it goes back up to about 3 and then drops off. It adds a bit more, well, for lack of a better term, more movement and just a bit, it's more interesting, I think, to add some pitch modulation. So got that and ended up with this. And then from here, I mean, this is a good bass. You could stop right here. This thing's awesome. Throw it in a song, chop it up, just freaking go to town with it. I like to then at least try out Harmor. I like to throw it in the images, and then throw on some distortion and a chorus. I added the thick setting, but not much, like it was 15-20% usually, and then compress it all and get something like this. It just adds a lot more grit to it, and especially something I like to do for my death step basses. A lot of the time you're going for that distorted kind of wall of sound noise, and in my opinion, Harmor through the distortion and compression does a real good job of that. And then I bounced it out and threw on this EQ. I took out the sub bass because I like to add my own separate sub underneath everything, and then took out a lot of the highs because it was really harsh and came out with that. It's okay. I mean, I would at least try to put it in a song, maybe chop it up, see what I can do with it. But right now I'm not too impressed by it. And that's just something that comes with the territory of resampling. Not everything you do and bounce out is going to be fantastic. So at least, jump in, give it a try. Resampling can come out with some marvelous stuff. Is there anything else? Yeah, that's it. Awesome. Thank you very much for checking this out. I will be doing more of this, more sounds, dubstep sounds, more dubstep sounds, and definitely a lot more recording the world, bringing it into the DOS, seeing what I can do with it, what kind of sound design stuff can I go from there. Because even nowadays with our phone, it can record whatever and sound great. So awesome. Thank you everybody for checking this out. Remember, just go out there and make some noise. Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.